We're live now? Oh, right. Here, let me do one of these. Oh, I just
And we're live.
Hope I don't get thirsty.
Oh, already?
Y'all ain't here. Don't worry about it. Pawz One podcast with Pawz One. We got him back, y'all.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Yeah.
he got here before the cardboard cutout got here.
Because it was on its way. It was on its way.
Facts. So
Oh man,
that was a good one.
it was just a cutout of myself.
It was two hobbies stacked.
Yeah, exactly. It was so obvious stacked.
We multiplied our
I put
hobbies.
a beard on him.
Shit. So how do you sound? You want to check your mic?
Check, 1, 2.
How's that sound to you?
Sounds good.
There it is.
That's all that matters. Sounds good.
Obviously,
Sounds
I agree.
feels good.
Sounds good. Here we go.
I think we're already live over here, though. All right, so once we get this figured out, or as he figures that out, what up, motherfuckers? We're back. Pawz One podcast. We got somebody special in the house. You want to introduce yourself?
What up? This is NanlibInvasion.
You got to do one of those Apollo Creed, the master of disaster, the king of sting. You got to like have all those little, I don't know what they're called, right in front of your name though when you get introduced.
Painter,
From here,
artist,
there you
DJ,
go. From
slash
here on,
cook,
the
slash
magnificent,
best
extraordinary.
milkshake maker.
Oh, there
y'all?
she goes.
What
There
up,
she
Mr.
goes. She's
Asia?
already getting her flow on. Yeah. Just throw a little beat behind it and we're good.
How y'all doing? How's y'all
Keep it
Sunday
going.
going?
You know, there's a little bit of something in there.
Yes, sir.
Throw a
Yes,
little
sir.
scratch and we're good.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all?
Very
We finna
happy
go
to be
live
here,
right
man.
If y'all got
Shit, I'm happy to have you.
questions, drop them shits below.
There's
I want
There's a lot to talk about. I mean, just overall, like,
not allowing me on here. So
I guess
you can either stay on here.
my first
slide
question
over the
would be,
podcast, live, or
what don't
also
you
on
do?
Twitch.
because I've seen you do a lot of different things, and I'm like, oh shit. You know, sometimes you're scrolling and you're like,
It's your
damn, she
boy.
made that, or what is that? Catches your eye. You
my
scroll back
boy.
up and you're like, oh shit. So
Is this guy?
let's start
You
with
know who it
the
is already.
let's start with the Big
what I'm
Bang.
saying?
Was it
Pawz One
was it
podcast.
something that you wanted to do as a kid? Where like I want to make my own stuff. I don't want to just do this and then have somebody take it out of my hands because it seems like you're very hands-on with what you do.
Send love.
So it all started, actually, that's a real cool question. No one's asked that before. And I used to have Barbies, right? My mother used to get me Barbie dolls when I was a little girl. And one day she bought me the whole collection of like these brand new Barbie dolls that came out. Like they were all had like a rock and roll outfit or something, I remember. And she had nail polish remover and I removed all of their faces as a little girl.
So you just
And I drew
So
my
wait,
own
wait.
shit on them. And
So
she
you-
freaked out.
So she saw all these faceless Barbie dolls and was like, "Oh fuck, my daughter's a psychopath. What the fuck? She's a serial killer."
Entirely.
So
She-
what did she say? Like,
She spanked me and said I worked really hard to get you your toys, because she's first generation and all that. She didn't understand the whole concept of maybe my daughter's a fucking artist.
yeah,
She didn't understand. She didn't comprehend. So I got my ass whooped.
yeah. So she did that, and then afterwards, was there a follow-up ass whipping where you did something else? Where then you,
So she ended up getting me clay. I remember I started working with clay, and then I ended up creating Hellraiser. Do you remember Hellraiser?
the pinhead? Yeah.
I made them large, and then that's when she started to realize she's different. And she started letting me just be free. So all of a sudden, I remember my mother would bring me a bunch of paint, markers, and ever since I was a little girl, like she knew.
So she saw the okay, I see the direction she's going in. Let me start funneling in stuff that'll help her, or where she could try different outlets. Like I'm
Right.
gonna try. Let's see if she can, if she paints, if she does clay,
Right.
if she does fashion, fabrics. Let's get her a little bit of everything. So which one was your favorite at first?
First was my sewing machine. Let me pop this open with you right here.
Sure.
I got
Shout
a-
out to the visionaries.
Shout out to the
Hip-hop
visionaries,
craft,
2Mex.
Beard
What's
Thug
good?
Life,
Love you, 2Mex.
Chelas Mundal,
Rhapmatic.
Boomtown.
Everybody. Can't open it because these freaking nails, yo. Like, so whack. Y'all didn't see that part right now. So basically, what I'm trying to say is it's been throughout my entire childhood. But that's what stood out when, because I wasn't like your average little girl that just took what was given to her. I recreated already from that age. Like, I felt like I don't like her eyes. I want to make her into chola eyes. Because my dad was like a veterano. He had tats all over,
Yeah.
and he loved all the old school drawings from jail because he had a son that would write him.
Okay.
So he would send him all this artwork. And so as a little girl, I would be Snoopy looking at his mail and be like, oh, that's so
And
cool.
you saw the girl, the car, this, that,
The
the other. And you're like, oh
lowriders.
shit, that's pretty cool. So
The breasts, the
So-
ass, all that. I saw it, and I was
most
like,
definitely the breast and ass, because if it's coming from prison, sometimes you got to create their own pornography. It's a real thing.
Ooh, it's true.
Because I would know, because I've been there and I made my own pornography. It's awesome. You're in control of the dimensions and everything. So from there, you pretty much said, all right, look, I'm gonna take what I'm given and then try a little bit of each. And then when was it when you said, all right, look, I like these 3 or 4 things. Those ones are cool. And then when was it when you said, I'm gonna master this and then move on to something else?
Well, growing up, I would go to Fat Beats, and I would always go dig for records, not based on any knowledge. I had no clue what I was doing. I was just looking at album covers and fonts. And then as I was looking at all this, I said to myself, one day I'm gonna draw album covers. One day, that's gonna be me.
So that was the aspiration, was like, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure your parents had, different records in the house and, in the garage or wherever, living room. And, you saw covers that you liked. Which one was one that stood out to you where you're like, damn, this is dope. Like if you
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, which one?
The Pyramid.
Oh, okay. With
Dark Side of the Moon?
Is it with the prism?
With the prism.
Yeah,
What the hell?
yeah.
Sorry, I'm
No,
high.
for sure. No, but I knew exactly what you were talking about though. But yeah, so that album cover is dope. And you said going through Fat Beats, going through different albums, you said one day I'm gonna make one.
I'm gonna make one.
Was there
I said
somebody
one day.
was there somebody that you wanted to make one for? Was there an artist at the time back then where you're like, man, and I'm pretty sure it might not have crossed your mind, but once you started doing a lot of the stuff and progressing and getting into the art stuff further, was there an artist that you were listening to who was like, man, Madlib. Okay, perfect.
Because of the fact that I was so into Quasimodo and the Lost Gates and the whole video and bringing graffiti to life with cartoons and meshing it with hip hop and not making it corny, but actually involving like bitches and drinks and, excuse my language.
No excuse.
And you know what I mean? Like,
It's uncalled
and I
for.
don't want to label women like that, but you know
No,
what
I
I
get
mean.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when I saw all of that, I was like, I want to draw that. I want to draw what I want. And that was my entire like goal. And I kept on from there to the point where I call myself NanlibInvasion. Like,
And that's the name that you've ran with since then. And,
Yes.
and there's variations. There's the Nandalorian. Is that the new one?
no.
Okay.
There's
All right. Well, there you
MF
go.
Nan Villain, NanlibInvasion, Inans, Nan.
Dope.
So I just have all these, I just adapt to whatever I like, but I'm Nan, because I'm Nancy.
Yeah, so everybody kind of knows you as that. Everybody calls you something different.
Right.
So with the album covers from there, obviously you're listening to music as you draw. So what is some of the stuff that you put on? I mean, I draw a little bit. So when I draw, I like to listen to certain things. Is there something that you listen to that people probably wouldn't expect when you draw?
Wow, you really want to know?
I do. Of course, that's why I asked.
I watch murder stories.
Oh,
So
wow.
you listen to got it. I do the same shit with movies or documentaries. Like I might not need to see it, but if I hear it.
And this is why. Because I love music so much that I'll completely flip out of what I'm drawing. And what am I looking at?
Oh, I'm
Sorry.
telling him to cut the music.
So I flip out of whatever I'm drawing or working on, and I'm like, yo, that beat is hard. And then I just start like getting on my mode, and I can't get out of it. And so I have to find a balance. Like it either has to be really low, playing on low when I'm creating, or watching something that's inspiring me, or a hip hop documentary or something that I'm listening to. And I know that doesn't sound exciting, but that's the way I get the job done.
And that's all that matters. Yo, my bad. Can we cut Snoop Dogg off? Because I don't want his people to hit me up. DJ. Mr. DJ.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Damn.
And you're a DJ.
I'm a DJ now, man.
So let's talk about some of the stuff that you like to blend. Do you blend different? I mean, obviously you blend different genres, but which ones do you use the most frequent? Is it like funk? Is it soul? Is it, or a little bit of everything?
It's a little bit of everything. Right now, I really like house music. Okay, I really like house. I really like funk. I like the old school. I noticed that hip hop is a lot more difficult to blend than your average music, personally, and it's not really spoken about. You have to have a real specific ear, and you have to be very talented with your transitions and your cuts. So you get away with a lot more when you mix other genres. However, if you're, creative, you can do that with every genre. But currently, right now, what I'm working on is an end year mix, and I'm calling it Coldest Winter. And I'm putting a mixture of a little bit of everything. So I have some James Brown to some of what we listen to now. I don't want to say yet until I have it all complete. But
Don't give away too much.
I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to get my ideas out there right now. Or I don't want to spoil it. It's not even about my ideas. I don't want to spoil it. And so I want to have a little bit of everything because I feel that in hip hop, a lot of what I feel is missing sometimes is funk.
Yeah, and it was missing for a long time. Shout out to the Funk Freaks because I remember when they first started, it wasn't what it is now, obviously, but there was a lot of people out there that just kind of, oh, that's cool, and it's hard to bring something back like that,
Right.
Unless you're really dedicated to it,
Even though it's like the basis of shit, though, right?
right? Yeah,
It's the basis of everything.
I mean, there's some people that we know, all of us know. I'm not gonna name no names because then, you know what I mean? But I remember the first time I heard about it, they're like, well, hip hop is the brand new funk.
Right.
That shit made total sense
Yeah.
to me.
Right.
Because every break and everything was a
Right.
funky ass break, usually coming from like whoever was playing it for you, Bam or fucking,
yeah.
the greats. But I think at the end of the day, funk is so necessary. But it's like, shit's so disconnected.
Yeah.
Like now you see, like we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Like now you see DJs and MCs kind of trying to bridge that gap again.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I think it's necessary, especially now once a lot of the music got pulled out of hip hop or what's considered rap or whatever. You know what I mean? It's kind of whack to know that like they took all that out, replaced it with a bunch of hi-hats, a bunch of shit
Right.
like that. There's really no more music in there.
It's difficult, especially, I went to the Beat Junkies Institute of Sound. Shout out to Rhythmatic and DJ Melody, my
Nice.
teachers forever and for life, okay?
Dope.
And all of my black sheeps, my crew. But the thing is, even going there, blending and learning alongside DJ Silos and along Rhythmatic, I would bring up this new artist and this new instrumentals and this new music. And I remember Silos sitting there, be like, scratching his head, I don't know who made this, who produced this, but it doesn't sound well put together. This is why you're having a difficult time blending it. Like, he straight up told me that.
Okay.
Damn.
So was it something that so it's something current, right? It's
It's
newer
current.
stuff.
It's
All
the
right.
newer stuff. I feel like, I'm glad that they're starting to incorporate drums again. I love drumless, but, you can't let them go
Yeah,
either.
let's talk about that because I think that's something that a lot of people are. It's its own little lane, but at the same time you got a bunch of copycats, and it's easy.
Right.
And so it's easy to just on the producer side, but also on the MC side or the rapper side. It's just you're kind of cheating a bit, and some of it is good.
Some is.
Some of it is good because
Yes.
maybe you don't need on everything. You
It's a
can
nice
just-
break. It's a nice.
Yeah.
Right.
and you mix it up. Rock Marciano, like there's certain dudes that pull it off. Planet Asia, they pull it off extremely well.
Husk Kingpin.
Yeah, there's certain people, and it's
Us
like,
stupid with it.
yeah, it's like, let them have that lane, but instead you get a lot of people that mimic it, and it again, being able to rap isn't that hard. Let's call it what it is. Y'all, let's
Damn.
call it
Easy,
what
so
it is.
easy.
That's why so many motherfuckers are doing it. They
I
dabble
can't-
in
I
it.
can't rap.
Yeah, I heard you, bro.
I
I heard you.
guess. Here and there.
He's got fire. That's why he's wearing the mask to protect us.
His
from,
tape's
from the hot
dropping next
flames.
week.
Yeah,
Blow-
This whole
Flamethrower?
episode was promo.
it's Captain Clit Throb,
Oh,
Discante
shit.
Warrior
Oh,
tapes.
Man. That's another episode.
The cleanest Scante Volume 1.
Nah,
Yo, but hold up, Nan. What happened to me suggesting Rudolph's Cocaine Nose Volume 1, though, girl?
Damn.
She was like, she put a post up and she was like, I need suggestions from my tape. And I was like, Rudolph's Cocaine Nose. And she was like, what else should we call it? I'm like,
nothing else.
nah, cocaine snowflakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Snowflakes
I
through
wanted
the
to put in
nose.
perspective, though. I mean, I'm with the whole. I like to have fun.
Hell yeah.
But it's just also I had to put. It's been a shitty year.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
yeah, for sure. The
It's been a
shittiest,
fucked up year.
Say that one more time.
like fucking drunk.
It's so
fucking
bad. I'm
mud.
laughing.
No, but has this made you more, in a sense, more creative since everybody's staying at home and everybody kind of, do their own thing, has it made you create brand new stuff aside from your norm?
It has not changed me because before this happened, this has been my life.
Yeah.
I've been quarantined in my home creating.
Okay, that's dope.
Okay, so the only difference I see now is now everybody's doing this, so now everybody's in my face now, all of a sudden, texting me or asking me questions, and I'm just like, yo, I'm creating over here,
Yeah.
you know? But what it did do, though, is made me more aware of self. I
Nice.
realized how.
Spend a lot of time with yourself. Yeah.
Of self. Like, I realized how much mental and physical health I was in need of, and how much it's not spoken about, and
Of course not.
it seemed like
I think
taboo.
I think that's something that we spoke about briefly on the phone was, and it should be touched on. If you can, Javi, can you restart this live for me? Right now, I saw something, and it it made sense, but it was something I didn't think about, and it was because this year is so bad, and it is what it is. The suicide rate is extremely high.
Yep.
And
Big time.
when I saw the numbers, somebody posted it on Instagram, and I seen it. And this is before I lost my boy Rec. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like to know that. And like, I think that was the one thing where I was like, okay, I got to start reaching out to people. I got to start telling my boys I love them. I got to tell
Yes.
my loved ones, let them know that they're loved and
That's
appreciated.
exactly it.
Because it feels good to know that people have your back. You know what I'm saying? Or they actually care about you. Like, yo, are you good? Like, if not, let me know.
Right.
Like, you don't look all right. You all right?
Right.
So
Even if you look good, because the strong, it's a front sometimes.
yeah. And you know what? I feel like in a sense the strong ones have that the kink in their armor is really bad because they're too strong to ask for anything.
That would be me.
And you know what? I have friends like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of like that, but without really knowing it. I think
right.
I think it's because I've done a lot on my own. I've
You get used to
no
it.
parents, this and that. So it's
Right.
kind of like I got to do this. So, but it kind of it affects you big time because you're like, well, no, I'm good. You know, I look good. I'm good. I feel good. And you try to con yourself for as long as you can. But then there's some people you can't bullshit. So they're like, nah, he ain't all right. She ain't all right. Like, what is
Yes,
it? Let me know.
I have a couple of those
Yeah.
that I cannot bullshit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like,
and
you good,
and
Nan?
shout out to them. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Big shout
they're
out
the
to my
ones-
homies, all those that love me, for real. Thank you.
Yeah,
You
those
know
are-
who you are.
Those are the ones they're the reason we're still here with
Right.
this shitty year and everything. So I want you to do a quick PSA, a public service announcement for the scumbags in the hip hop industry. You being a strong female, very talented. I'm sure you got countless stories of dudes being weirdos. So just give a big fuck you shout out to all the creeps and weirdos and date raping motherfuckers out there. Give 'em a big
I just want to say what's up to all you motherfuckers who think that because you are an artist or because you have a lot of followers or a following or clout or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that women in the industry are going to give you pussy. Okay?
Hey,
Dang.
fuck yeah.
Okay, we don't work like that, okay? We are also creative and talented, and we just want an opportunity, and we look up to strong men for strong support. And I hope that you motherfuckers catch on to this shit because a lot of these bitches ain't having it no more.
Yeah. So, with that being said, you heard it. So, for the fellas out there,
Don't be a douche.
tighten up your game. You know what I
Please.
mean? Don't be a scumbag. You know?
Please.
Tighten
Real
up your
shit. Like,
loose
A lot of
ends.
y'all rap game is shit already. Don't tell me that your fucking game is shit already.
what are you good at?
Can I just
what are
say
you
one
good
thing?
at?
Stay in the
Women
kitchen.
tip. Women, when I work with women in hip hop,
Oh, here we go.
they tip me.
Like, yo, I'm buy that. but
Like,
here's a
I
little
love,
extra.
not even that. Oh, you did this
And y'all
artwork
money
for
ain't
me?
right.
I love your artwork. Girl,
And
you
y'all
are a
fucking
queen.
money
Let me
ain't
give you
right.
some more.
Damn, that's dope.
That's women. Because
Yeah.
that's how we do when we get our nails done, our hair done. When we like something, I'm not telling y'all men to tip us. I'm just saying that women get down like that. We're legit.
That's true. That's true. And you know what? I think with that being said, there's a lot of women who put men on to dope hip hop. Like I tell this story every so often. Wu-Tang. I got put on the Wu-Tang by a Filipino girl that I went to high school with.
That's so fly.
I had no idea what the
Love
fuck
it.
it was, but she always had a backpack, headphones, and everything. And she kind of kept to herself a bit. Not antisocial, but just, she's in her little bubble. And we would cross paths. She would see me with my headphones on all the time. And I guess she got, we would eventually start trading CDs. And she gave me 36 chambers.
Nice.
What
I
a
was like,
nice
you know,
gift,
and you're, but well, we traded. She
Oh,
got, she
okay.
made sure she got it back. I was, you know, I was like,
Did
what
you
is
make
this
that
shit?
copy?
You know, there was nothing I had seen like it, which is why it became what it is now. But I listened to it. It was dope. So it opened a lot of doors. But I'm grateful for that because she was willing to step outside of her bubble and be like, hey, what are you listening to? Let me get that. We traded. So there's a lot of women out there that put men on to what's dope, like dope hip hop.
That's a big fact. Shit. Matter of fact, Dame Dash. Okay.
Dope.
Dame Dash, and I dude's
Let
outspoken.
me hit that blunt. I keep smelling it for the
Girl, I
longest.
just lit the
Man, what is
motherfucker.
going on?
I got you, girl. I just lit the motherfucker.
She's looking around me like, any minute now he's gonna move out the
As
fucking
soon
way.
as he decides to, yo, that's hilarious.
Whoops.
What's the old Red Man line? Why you holding the blunt so long, politicking? All right.
Damn.
Nah, yo, but Dame Dash said that he prefers the company of women in business, in
Yes.
creativity, in all aspects. He prefers the energy of women, and I think that shit's a fact. Matter of fact, like shit. How long I've known Nan for a while now. I call Nan Muse. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause facts. Like Nan is a fucking muse.
Thank you, oh my
And
God.
we don't acknowledge the muses that are around anymore. You know what I'm saying? And we should. By the way, I'm wearing these fucking tripped out ass glasses because this beer is fucking sick,
It's
yo.
fucking
Right?
fire. Like it has
This
like
shit's
a
like, I'm not
sweet
even on
taste.
shrooms, y'all, and I'm tripping. This shit is hard, yo. Shout out to
Yeah.
Visionaries.
I
This
don't
shit
wanna
is
be tripping.
hard, yo.
I don't want to be tripping.
Shout out to
I be
Mex. I
tripping.
love you.
Let me get this over here to Mondo. Or sound,
Pass it
you
to
know?
Mondo.
Hey, yo, we got to give it up to Mondo, too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
He over here on the
Don't
side.
I said he has the blue Tyrone Biggums.
Ah!
Yo, he rocked with me when we first brought Benny the Butcher out.
Yeah, I remember that.
Big facts.
He was here, the whole thing. So it's really nice to see you
Let-
again.
let-
That
Matter of fact,
actually, it allowed us to throw their first group show out here because of you.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
And then we did the Noah show because of you.
That's
What's good?
right.
What's
There you
good?
go. See?
What's
Yo,
good?
see what I'm
What's
saying?
good? What's good?
Yo,
L.A.
props where the props is due.
Give it
Don't
up.
front.
I'm just honored that I was able to contribute to hip hop in any way because this is what I love.
So,
Yeah.
so when you did that in the beginning, you're like, I'm bringing him out here. He's dope. Like, I don't know. You know, there's a handful of people out here that were familiar. There was a lot that, you know, didn't know. And you're like, you know what? We're going to take the chance. We're going to bring him out here. And I didn't get a chance to make it to the show. I hit you up. I was trying to get out there. I couldn't. And, you know, it's dope to know that you guys are the ones secretly, I'm not going to say secretly, but, you know, you guys are back there making things happen for people
Yep.
that deserve it and people that you believe in or people you're fans of. And I think it is possible for females to be fans of somebody without having aspirations to fuck them.
Absolutely.
Man, you
know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Absolutely.
Man.
Facts.
I think that actually is a real thing. I don't know if you fellas know that.
I
but
mean,
it's a real
2020,
thing.
man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all nuts in order.
I
Yo?
wouldn't be in the industry getting the work that I do and getting the sales that I do and the love that I get if I would have been just around everyone like that.
Yeah.
Right. And it's
know?
also the work, though. I mean, because they came to you because of what you do.
No, that's
And-
what
and
I'm
then
saying. They
that
wouldn't
sets
even
it
come
all
to you.
up.
If
That-
they know that you're out there with everybody, they don't even want to work with you, even if your work is good.
Yeah, because you know it ends up turning into a lot of things that you don't want it to be.
Well, there's like the copycat shit. And I'm sure, Nan, you've seen what you've created, imitated
Various times.
See that one?
Damn.
Let's get into
frequently
that.
as fuck. Yeah,
that
actually,
is-
that's one of the things that
that's-
I wanted you here today for was because I feel like, yo, Pawz feels the same
yo,
way
that's-
about this.
that's
You need
why-
your props, girl.
That's why I kind of created this platform, the podcast thing. I didn't want it to be just me promoting rapping ass motherfuckers with new this and that. You know, like I'll have a couple on here and there. It's because they bring more to the table than just rap. So
Yes.
so with you, you know, you're still adding an element to hip hop that is very, very crucial. But of course, people out there are lazy. So they're like, let me take a piece of that. Let me do that and then just invert it. Or
That
let me-
worked for
to
them.
yeah, right? It worked. So
Yeah, right.
so have you seen a lot of that happening? And when did it happen first?
With my Sade.
Yup.
I have that sticker
I
too.
don't want to sound like I'm the one that brought her back because she does that alone herself. She's
Yeah.
amazing and beautiful, and
She's
I love
dope.
her.
Yeah.
However, in hip hop, in this grimy little scene that I've been in for so long, I decided to just change it up a bit and create a Sade illustration out of nowhere just to see what people would do. And this was 6 years ago. And it went viral. Everybody loved it. I started making items with it because people wanted her. I didn't know how to reach out to her. I keep adding her, continue to add her.
Shit, I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, damn, she's beautiful.
Let's look at
She's
this.
dope.
Man, she's
She's dope.
ridiculous.
And
Ridiculous.
then all of a sudden I see, people that have storefronts that have, have it going on more than I do. That could probably help me, if anything.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you were doing all this other type of work, and then all of a sudden now they're doing Sade t-shirts too. But
Yep.
the difference here is, though, I'll just say one thing. I'm not taking any artist identity.
I was trying to do that shit.
Yeah, I know.
It's not working out.
Hey,
So I was like,
I tried to do it too, and it failed.
I'll
just
figure it out.
dropped.
Can you get this for me?
magic touch.
So, it would be one thing if I were to get Sade's literal image and slap it.
Right.
Yeah.
Or her album cover and slap it and make t-shirts. That would make me a swap meet dealer, no?
Right.
Simone.
Shout out to the swap meet.
But shout out to the swap meet game, though.
Hey, yo, but you know what's crazy? You say the swap meet game, but there's literal fashion houses doing that shit.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I mean? Like when
Like-
you go to the swap meet, you be like, hey, screen me this shit, and it's all bootleg and fuck it, and you pay it.
Yeah.
It's
I
cool,
got
get
those
it.
foggy Tupac shirts in my closet somewhere.
I have a 2X.
But that's the difference with my art.
Back when you were banged out.
That's it. That's it. With that 8-bowl shirt.
But you were saying though, like people, instead of fucking with you, they copy you.
They copy me instead of saying, hey, you know what? I got a whole store, a whole ass storefront. Why don't you bring your t-shirt in? We cut some business and we make money together. No, they just decide to make their own, which is understandable. It's your shit.
Right.
But it's not original.
Right.
And because of people like that, then you get artists pissed off because you're just copying their shit now. You're not even being creative with it. You're not drawing. You're not recreating a fucking
It's
thing.
not a homage. It's
Right.
just
Right.
just a copy of a copy of a copy
Of a copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
making a wave. You're just splashing
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
waters
Just-
that are already waving.
And then you
Yeah.
have the people
You're
that
in the
buy it
kiddie
because
pool.
they don't care. They're just,
Straight up.
And you know what?
In the fucking kiddie pool.
Man, I feel
I don't
like,
care for those clients. I want the quality clients anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, I feel like there's
True.
it's kind of weird because when you see, like, I'm not gonna say his name, but there was a dude and I was like, yo, I want to say his name. I
Of
have
course,
said his
of
name.
course.
When I heard Action Bronson, I was like, I didn't see a picture. I didn't like, and I'm not getting into the technical aspect of rap, whether or
Right.
not he's a good chef, good human being, whatever. None of that.
Yeah.
But the first time I heard it, I didn't see it. I heard it, and I was like, damn, this is some new ghost shit. I honestly thought that. And I
Bro.
I played it.
Yeah,
I asked
for real.
somebody.
Bro,
And
yeah.
I mean, it goes without saying that they've already had their run in, and he kind of addressed it. But with that,
Super addressed it.
so then
Ghost is
when
hilarious.
when people embrace that, and made it like, yo, this is the greatest shit ever, and I'm like, well, it's a variation of a very close variation of this. So, and he's still alive, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, literally just drop some shit.
like
yeah.
right
One of my
bef- Yeah,
favorites.
so
Yeah.
it's
One
kind
of
of
my
weird.
favorites.
It's kind of weird how that was, and as an MC, I'm listening for stuff, and as a fan of music, I'm like, yo, it's just dope. But the fans that were like adamantly like, no, it's this, it's that. And I didn't want to get into arguments with people. I don't got that kind of time. So I'm like, all right, whatever. That's who he is to you. That's the pedestal you put him on, fine.
Yeah.
To this day, I'm like, yo, he makes good music. He does.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't deny the
Copy.
You can't.
The influence, the
influence is
No.
there, and it's a heavy influence. But going back to what you were saying, as far as people seeing what you do, finding a way to mimic, copy, and sell it. So, has there been anybody where you had to be like cease and desist or send out the goons?
You want to know something? It was done to me.
Word?
You want the money
What?
and the hammer, or
It was done to me. They tried to get after me for drawing 5.
oh? Shit.
Of course.
Well, welcome to the club, because I got flagged for the Dodgers. I got flagged from fucking Sony Pictures, from the Ghostbusters. When I got ratted on
thinks
once,
over here,
oh
rat.
man, all the rats just came out of their holes and just. Yeah.
Like, hold on, we could rat on that? Oh, man.
Hell yeah. Try to
Jeez.
shut me down. Fuck that.
Wow.
I still sold them out the trunk.
Wow.
So when it happened to me, I was, it was like the worst thing in the world for me because that's like my favorite band in the whole freaking universe.
Right?
Yeah.
But it also showed me that I guess I made it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say with hip hop. Like when we
Yeah.
put shit out and somebody flags a sample, it's like, damn, if you're big enough to pop up on their radar, if that record is that big, to
It's
pop up-
moving.
Yes. So take the hit. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Good example. When Sean P, rest in peace, he did the interview with Pharoah Monch.
Okay. Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
goes, "What does this mean to you?" and he held up a little Godzilla toy. And then fucking Pharaoh Mon starts dying laughing. Dun, 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 dun. Right? Because they used the Godzilla shit, right?
Yeah.
And he kind of broke it down in a way, and he's like, you know, they made no money, and they got hit with this and that and whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, but that's the reason why he became a household name, basically.
Right.
So you take the hit.
You take the hit. You take the hit.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I ended up meeting my favorite band member. I mean, tribe.
Yeah.
So out
What was
of
that
it,
like? What was that like?
amazing.
hell
And
yeah.
they got to understand me and knew where I was coming from and saw what I was doing, and everything was just canceled out.
That's dope.
That's
Okay.
see that. Okay, so it was squashed.
Right?
It was squashed in person.
Entirely, yeah.
Oh, that's even
See
better.
that? Let's get into a little bit more details about that. So the process was, hey, we saw that. It was a email, I'm sure, or something like that. DM, hey, take that down. It's this, it's that. What was the next step after that?
Lawyers.
So the lawyers hit you.
Damn.
I got lawyers hitting me, and being a self-artist, doing everything on my own, I don't have a lawyer. What?
I'm your lawyer.
What's that?
Jailhouse lawyer.
I'm your
Trust
lawyer.
me.
So
I'll be
I
your
called my
lawyer.
homeboy.
Damn.
Shout out to K-Pook.
That's right.
Yo, what's this going on right now, man? I'm just drawing. I got love. What's this? Sends me a lawyer, sees all my artwork, and says, "Man, this is a complete recreation.
Yeah.
They don't even got anything on you. Whoever this person that is not knowing, it was their management. It wasn't even them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Hater.
so let's go to the next step. So
Wow.
lawyer, and then it's like, when did the artist step and say, hey, oh, you're the one that did this? Like, oh, that shit is amazing. This and this, where they actually kind of like, they kind of showed appreciation for what you did. Did
That would
happen?
be Jerobi. Jerobi, shout out to Jerobi. The only reason I'm even discussing this is just to show you that as an artist, sometimes you can show so much love and it can be taken the wrong way sometimes.
Right.
But if you continue to be real and 100, the truth will always show out. And I'm just saying this because as a woman in hip hop, I don't think there's other women like me. I'm sorry, I don't see other girls like me doing what I do.
Right.
Art-wise, right?
Art-wise.
Yeah. No, that's true. I was talking to...
I don't see no album covers.
I was doing...
True. I mean, mostly you do see male dudes. Like,
yeah, it's always like, oh, so and you kind of know who did the photography. It's mainly...
And I want to open the door for women.
And you are.
Yeah.
You're in
I
the
don't want to
process
be the
of...
only cool one. No, I want other
Yo.
women to jump in on the game and do this shit too. But
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, this is
How
all the
is
shit I
that
went
going?
through. Huh?
How is that going?
What?
Women in hip hop fucking with you.
For the most part, I will say that the women that do fuck with me are amazing. And I
Hell
love
yeah.
them very much. And the ones that don't fuck with me, I have no judgments because I can't say they know me.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So it's okay if you feel some way about me. I get it. You don't know me. It's a fucking cold world out there, and I get it. It's cool. Just as long as you don't have no hate, though.
Yeah.
So how do you tell the difference?
Whew.
Because fuck that. Everybody can get it.
Ooh.
Fuck all of you.
Mexican standoff.
All of you.
Yo. Yo.
No, you put your gun down.
Rap scene is straight up a Mexican standoff
It
for
is
real, though.
all day.
I could see it when somebody in the same crowd as myself is throwing out a new project, and you know that person is my homie, and we kick it hard, and I'm dropping a project, and you're over here wilding this person's project out, and you don't even give me a, hey, that was nice job right there, nothing.
Not even a
And
shout
you
out.
know me in person,
Right.
then I know you don't
To see
fuck
the
with me.
to see the lack
Right,
of to
right.
see the lack of support from your immediate circle,
Right.
where you're like, damn. So you're just kind of secretly waiting for me to fall off, waiting for me to slip, you just want the front row seat for me to fail. That's
Right.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's why you're right fucking here.
I see
That's
it
why
a
you're right
lot.
next door.
Backstabbers.
And I see it a lot. I see it a lot. And there's the artist in you, because you're so passionate, it hurts.
True.
And I would be a fucking liar if I said, I don't give a fuck. You lying. It hurts. But then you get over it.
You gotta have tough skin for sure.
You definitely gotta have tough
So
skin.
advice.
Armadillo skin.
So advice for the females that are trying to get into, any facet, any lane of hip hop, from the art side, DJ side, production side, engineering, photography, MCing, any part of it, B-boy, B-girl. I mean,
Do your
you know what I mean?
homework. Study hard. Get all the knowledge in, and be very confident in what you know, because that's something no one can take away from you.
Word.
That's right.
If you study hip hop, you study, for example, if you're gonna review a song, you better study that song. Review who did it, who produced it, who they worked with, who was the photographer, who did the art, who did the production, who linked them, who's their friend. Shit, fuck it. Who's their best friend? Find everything out.
Well, who's making them lit?
Make
All
that
that.
review because there's a whole team behind the whole thing, and that's just a small example of just how you need to just be engaged with whatever it is you do. If you're gonna be into photography, learn your camera like inside out. Learn every fucking button on there. What does it mean? What does it do? Go on YouTube, look it up, fuck with it, make mistakes.
Let me be a little more specific. Give them advice on how to move within the industry as a strong female. Like, what would make them a strong female? Like, if they, because you get in, I got in, I made a lot of mistakes because nobody wants to tell you shit. Nobody wants to
Nobody
school
wants to
you.
tell you shit. Word.
yeah.
So what's a gem of guidance
Word.
that you can offer?
To be humble and learn, and to not try, don't get into any gossip or sides with anybody, because at the end of the day, they make up or they don't, and we're all in this, it's like a big old employment of hip hop, and we're all gonna see each other. Maybe so-and-so doesn't like Nan, but 3 years from now, that so-and-so is working on a project with somebody that does fuck with me, so it's like, oh shit, there you go again. So just keep it cool, mind your business, shut your mouth, and keep it cool, just straight out. That's all I could say that's helped me, minding my business, staying to myself.
Yep.
I think that, like, he knows me fairly well, both of these guys, all three of these guys. And, when I got in, you're just so excited and so happy to be a part of, like, yo, I'm in it now. Like, you're in hip hop in whatever form. And you make a lot of mistakes because you don't realize, like, you just thought, like, I one of the ones that opened my eyes was I had a group 2011 when I got out of prison the last time. And this dude was in my group, and we would do shows. And I would watch him in front of people, like, real, like, put on the whole act of, like, handshake, hug, everything.
Oh my
I saw it. I saw it acted out, right? And then I swear to God, a day later, we're doing a studio session to finish stuff. And I walk into the session, and he has that same guy's music video up.
Yeah.
And him and the engineer are just clowning and laughing,
I can't do that.
And then, they kind of want to involve me. And I was like, and they spent a lot of time doing that. And I was like, yo, and I'm going to Compton, Carson to go record. I'm taking the train at the time. Like, I made 3 days journey to get here to record this shit. And I come, and all you want to do is talk about other rappers. Like, come on, yo.
Toxic.
And you do that on your fucking song anyway.
That's kind of gay.
You know what I mean? It's like the obsession. It's like, don't get me wrong. Again,
That takes me back to one that I've always thought. Using the word fam.
Oh, I hate that fucking word. Always.
It was always easy to, the acronym for
King.
that one was, fake ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fam.
Yeah, I think that was
The moment
That's
people
dope.
hit me with that, and I don't know you at all.
Right.
Like, I don't know you at all. And, and it's funny because when you're young, because I remember when I was young and I would make that mistake, some people, you just meet them and you're like, oh, you're cool. And you're like, what up, man? Da, 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 da. You excited to see somebody new, right? But there's a difference between that and acting completely familiar with somebody on that level.
Right.
Automatically. I think that's wild.
It's
I think it's
disrespectful.
and it depends on where you come from though. See, where we come from it's a little rougher. So you don't just approach somebody, hey, what's up? Let's be friends.
Nope. No.
That's-
There is a screening process.
Do you feel me though?
Believe me.
It's not that easy. When you're a fucking kid, right?
Yo, whose car is that out there?
Yeah. Bruh, you can't just show up on the block. Hey, anybody want to talk? Like, fuck. You know what I mean? So that shit makes the skin a little rougher, so you see it a little different. You should just shut the fuck up and just wait to see if you're cool or not.
So
That's wild though, isn't it though?
So
Stay in your
I'll say
lane.
one more thing.
But it's brutal.
The term I was given a term by Bubsky.
Oh, great.
I should say a label. God bless Bubsky and Detail. Love my brothers.
Yeah, man.
I was doing an interview on their show, whatever. After the show, he was kind of giving me some industry advice, and he said, "Yo, you're too abrasive." Fucking Brillo pad. You're a cactus in a room full of balloons. Like
Be sensitive.
and I was not sensitive, but just
No, be like, tone it down.
tone it down a little bit because
Right.
some people get put off by that. But it's hard to turn off where we come from. But when you get into the industry and you move forward and you start meeting people who are so beyond the street, improving themselves and keeping it real
Yep.
and whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
Yep.
you mature. You mature.
Yes.
So when did that happen for you? What point where you're like, you know what, I'm not at the hippity hop stuff and the cliche bullshit. Like I'm beyond that now.
That happened about, Oh gosh, it's been a while actually.
That's a good thing.
Damn right. Yeah, that's
That's
the
fucking
shit.
good to hear.
Cheers to that.
I mean, and that's why you're here. And thanks again for coming through.
We need another goddamn blood
I
rotation.
love you so fucking much.
Honestly, yeah, real shit.
Like I have the best advice with these cats. I just want everybody to know I fucking love you guys. Yeah.
Oh, I
Likewise,
appreciate you,
yeah.
bro.
That's why I was like, I didn't want a bunch of dudes on here again with their fucking, yo, let me kick some shit. Let me kick some shit. Pull up a beat. Like I didn't really want that. I wanted
Guns
people
and
like yourself. But
straps.
so it
Straps
happened.
and
It
guns.
That's never
happened.
gonna happen here, by the way.
No. There's a door right there.
There's a
homie.
reason I'm laughing my ass off. It's because he knows that shit's never gonna happen.
But if we fall on hard times and our sponsors,
And you pay us enough?
Yeah.
Well, think about it.
I'll wear a mask the whole thing.
yeah, the Patreon is on its way, so that way we don't gotta do that.
Please.
But you said it's been a while since that happened, and you've seen how you've seen the difference in how people approach you and treat you from when you were just happy to be here and kind of oblivious to stuff, and where you're more knowledgeable, you have better relationships, and you know how to move and navigate throughout the industry. Going back to the tribe thing, I wanted you to finish that up. So Jerobi, what happened with Jerobi?
He basically told me, yo, Nan, I'm pretty sure my managers have no idea who you are.
Word.
It wasn't his managers, actually. It was Fife's management.
Okay.
So just to clarify, they have no idea who you are, Nan, and we love you, and you know that, and everything's going to be okay, were his words. And I trusted him in that. And
I'm gonna wave at all of y'all.
Wave.
By the way, I see all of y'all fucking with us. We appreciate you. You know what I mean? We just actually a little bit away from here. I'm gonna wave right back at all of y'all.
So my lawyer ended up hitting me up and said, by the way, I got this lawyer for free.
Shouts out to Life for that one.
Life was looking out.
And so definitely, I think so,
Yeah, of course.
because he knew my heart. And so he said to me, Nan, somebody just recently fought a case where they drew the Three Stooges. And they just won the case because it's just inspired. Like, it was not like they're trying to rip anything off.
Yeah.
And this is entirely what he did. If you see the Fife art, it's completely, it's
It wa-
based off of the Bugging Out video. It's not even like
it
an
wasn't
album or anything.
It wasn't a get rich.
like a whole other.
It's a whole other shit.
Yeah, it wasn't a get rich quick. Let me squeeze a couple dollars out of this.
This was me like, yo, I want to meet Tribe Called Quest. I want to meet one of you. You guys are my everything, and I don't know how to get y'all attention. Will this work?
Yeah.
Aside from
Damn, that's crazy that you say that though, because I'm sure that's happened before, where people that's
yeah.
their MO, where they kind of like, I'm gonna do this to get their attention.
That's exactly what I did with Madlib. I did that. I do that with every artist. I put it in my heart. I'm like, I want to work with you. I want to meet. I want you to know that you're appreciated, and I create, and then it comes out.
Even though it has to go through that painful
Yep.
or annoying process of
Yep.
let me go through the guard dog at the gate, let me go through that just to meet you and show you that the intentions are pure, and I respect your art, and I want to create something for you wholly original, something
Exactly.
that's my expression, my interpretation of what you're doing to add on to what you're doing.
You know what this is like? Do you remember back in the days? Did you ever write?
Yeah. That's how.
Okay.
That's
Didn't
why I
you
got
ever
this-
get-
That's why I have the shitty rap name I do, because my rap name is not that cool. Let's call it what it is, but I stuck with it. Fuck it. Fuck
I
it.
knew you were a writer. Clearly, you can tell by your designs and how you put everything out. I can tell you're from the same era as myself. So do you remember RTD era, writing on everything with mean streaks and everything, and you just felt this empowerment when you saw your name like hit up
Yeah.
everywhere?
I killed that
like,
bus.
I did that,
Yeah,
right?
my scribe
it's
is on that seat.
It's the same feeling when I create an artwork and that artist sees it, and it's like I bombed it and he saw it.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's the
You saw
same
that,
feeling.
right? Oh, you
saw that, right?
Oh, okay.
You saw that,
Okay,
right?
cool.
Cool. And I know that this is something for the average moneymaker. You're crazy.
Yeah.
But for the artist, this is everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
And eventually.
Speaking of for the artist, this is everything. I mean, right there. Y'all seen
Shout out
that
to
before,
Benny
that,
the
right?
Butcher. You know what it is. You
Big
know what it
shout-outs.
is, Benny.
Big shout outs.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
And thank
like,
you for this, by the way. She came and brought us gifts.
Man,
And we're days away from Christmas. You're awesome.
blessed out, though.
I want
for
you
real.
to do me a quick favor.
Sure.
Talking about art, can you slide these on real quick?
For sure.
Yeah.
We gotta show appreciation for Eric Proper Glassware, who sat with the visionaries and brought this vision to life. He
Yeah, that
brought
shit
this-
is
That's
dope.
just dope.
For a lot of people out there, if you grab the visionaries beer,
With the 3D glasses on.
you get the
Yeah.
3D glasses. So
You saw me earlier.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The shit was a whole wave.
I mean, you look like you was like on shrooms, yo.
Man.
Like,
Man.
I love how Javi looked at it, and then later on was like, "Oh, it's 3D."
yo, this shit is 3D.
Because yo, how long has it been? How long has it been, Javi, since we seen something like this?
I mean,
Dude,
when
it's been a minute.
I'm not gonna lie. When I seen the artwork, when they sent me the file, I was like, "Oh, they fucked up."
I said the same
Every
shit.
rapper's next tape
I
is gonna
said
be
the
like
same
that,
shit.
yo.
I was like, I don't know about those colors, man. I don't know what they're doing right
No,
there, man. And now I see it all.
Now
I'm
you fully
stupid.
appreciate
I'm
it.
so dumb, y'all.
No, but that's the thing though is if you get it, you get the glasses
Yeah.
for a reason. You know, like when we put out the Protect the Hood beer, it came with the paper bag.
Hey, that shit was dope, though.
So everything that we
Yeah.
do is that. But I
Every
want-
single beer that we've had on here has some clever ass design to it.
Yeah.
and that's
dope.
Eric Proper Glassware.
Yeah,
Shout
man,
out to him.
shout out to
Yeah.
him, man.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Shots.
Hey, yo, watch out, drink a champs, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that,
So
I tripped out.
so with this, I want you to take one of these home, empty,
will.
full.
Yep.
I want you to take one of these home so that way you can have that on your shelf too.
Empty.
You need to see that. Right there.
I mean, it'll end up empty.
That shit
I mean, it
hard.
might leave full.
That
but
shit is
it'll
hard.
end
Hey,
up-
let me bring it over here.
Taking
for the
no
live.
Fuck.
We got a whole ass. Dude, you got a whole ass tablet in front of one. Here, can we move that
Damn.
tablet a little bit that way? Push it.
So
out.
let's round it out and let people know how they can get a hold of you, how they can find your stuff. But before we do, Javi, can you grab that hoodie real fast?
Oh, yeah.
While you let them know where they
Please.
can find you, how they can get stuff, this, the things that you've made. Well, first question before that. Do you have
Black.
shit? I mean, you got masks, you
Fucking
got
black.
cutting boards / break up your weed boards. You got
Or other
what el-
stuff,
what
whatever
else?
you want, man.
Really?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Let them know.
Hash.
Run down a list of a few items that you've made that people can get a hold of.
Your guy over there is killing me. He's so wrong right now.
I'm just tripping.
I have too much fun with everybody here. Pardon me, guys. I
That's
haven't
what's
seen
up,
them in a
don't worry.
while, and the quarantine is
That's
crazy.
why he's
man.
here.
Facts.
Well, you
Yeah.
can find. I have various types of merchandise. I have it for ladies. I got bathing suits for you. I got bikinis for you. I got leggings for you. I got hoodies for men, oversized hoodies. I got oversized hoodies for ladies so that you don't gotta jack your man all the time.
Stop.
Damn.
Oh,
You
my
know?
shit.
Talk your shit, girl. That's the
Give 'em
fuck
a
I'm
break,
talking
baby
about.
girl, please.
Dude. But that's truth.
And where can they grab all that stuff?
Nanlib.com, NANLIB.com. Shout out to Madlib. Shout out to everybody who supports my grind. Shout out to Questlove because you really believed in my vision. And shout out to Sade. One day I will meet you, and I know it.
Hey, she got an album coming.
But just do me a
Right.
favor when you do meet her. Tell her I love her.
Man. Hey,
Hey, she's dope. She's on her own
Yo,
wavelength.
she's
Yo,
amazing.
you know what?
She's
Talk
dope.
about like she's I think the last one, the last
Right?
of the artists that is kind of what I think Doom aspired to be. You know nothing about her.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta dig.
Oh, yeah.
You know, is there I remember when I was a kid, right? When this dropped.
Word.
When this video
Word.
dropped and I was a kid, she had some shit that happened, right? I think whatever. I don't even remember it.
I think it was a breakup or something.
Right?
Yeah. She was,
Something around that time
yeah,
period, right?
Yeah.
But yo, the woman is like a fucking she's a mystery. She's an icon.
She's everything rolled into one.
My
bro.
kids button per shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I got my kid. Yo, the pin I got from you, my kid rocks it on her back.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
that's dope.
seeing the
Yeah.
younger generation rock with Sade.
Yeah.
It's like you see a lot of it in the Latino community rocking with Selena, and you're like, okay, but now
That has to do with the ass though. And shout out to Selena for life.
shout out to
It's
Kulo.
all
Selena,
alright?
thank you, Selena.
We really love
Thank
Kulo
you.
over here, guys. Okay?
We love you, Selinas.
Man, almost as much as I love bucket hats.
If you have
That's
not
true.
noticed,
You do love bucket hats.
Facts. Where's my bucket hat, girl?
You know what? I got that too. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
nanlib.com. Another question.
Yes, sir.
Real quick. The documentary or the docuseries, Netflix, Selena, real quick, yay or nay?
Name.
Ooh, why?
You see what fools got wild
Hold
did
on,
with that shit.
real quick. I know I saw that. I was
First
like,
of all-
God damn, fucking brutal. So, what was the turnoff?
The turnoff was primarily that she doesn't even have an ass.
So
Dude,
you were
you're
like,
not the-
wait,
That was just like, I have an objection here. There is no ass in the house. Okay?
So
There is no ass in the house, and that is a problem.
So if the face was accurate, the voice was accurate,
Not gonna
demeanor
be
was accurate, booty inaccurate.
See, here's the
fail.
thing.
Netflix.
Here's the thing. This is
Netflix,
Selena
please.
ass plastic surgery movement.
She worked for that
Because
butt.
now
She
all these
earned that butt.
majority of these ladies, they look fly. But you know, it's done. With
Yeah,
Selena,
yeah.
it was all real, baby. And so how can you not include that in the flick?
He was from Texas.
Well, look, I'll say this: the reason why
Yeah,
I,
because Megan, man. Ooh.
the reason why I didn't like it.
Yo,
Yo,
Megan?
Megan,
With
dog.
no makeup, I would have seen her as Selena.
Body, yada, 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 yada. Yo, she's
nalga
so
me Dios.
fine.
I'm trying to get away from the sexual imagery real fast.
We're diving all the way in, baby.
Yeah,
Shit,
okay. I'm
no
throwing-
hat, no hat.
Throw me in the deep side.
No, for me the
Yeah.
turn off was I was like, yo, this is very Nickelodeon.
It's very
I was like, what the
Nickelodeon.
fuck? There's no conflict. Like, there's no because you know there was drugs and this and
yeah.
that. Like there was actual like, nah, fuck that, and shit was thrown and
Right.
people fought. I mean, right? I
There was
didn't
no
see any
washing
of that.
machine.
I didn't see any of that. You know what I mean?
Yo,
I saw
listen.
Netflix, I got an idea for you. Bring back J-Lo. Okay?
Yes.
She survived the shots. Okay? Selena 2021, that ass is back.
Yeah, official version.
That's for free.
Official remix.
Wait.
I'm gonna give y'all that for free. Facts.
And that,
you-
just, and
go
that
ahead.
just clarified it for me because a homie at work, he watched the Selena. He goes, you know what? She has no ass.
I can't. I can't.
She has
The
no ass.
disrespect.
And I'm just like, and she just confirmed
Left
it
out
for
the
me.
best part.
Disrespect to her legacy. Who the fuck's gonna wear that purple joint?
I was about to say, I wanted to watch it and be like, nalgame Dios, but I was like, nalgas, no.
Nalga.
You
It's
know?
coming. Wait,
You-
wait.
you
She's
get
gonna
what I'm
turn
saying?
around any minute now.
Yeah.
The camera's gonna pan down. Oh,
Wait,
fuck.
had you even turned around yet?
I'm not even gonna watch that shit. I'm not even.
And you know
gonna
what? I didn't
that
watch it, but my girl was playing it. It was on, and I sat down. I was walking back and forth through the house, and then it was on. I sat down to eat, and I'm like, "Fuck! I guess I'll give this shit." I already knew it was gonna be trash, but I was like, "Fuck," because you kind of know. You kinda know
2020,
you had to-
fuck you for
yeah,
that one.
exactly. Thank you.
I mean, her man
Right.
wasn't even involved.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was like, "Shit." All right. Well, I'm eating. Let me give it a shot. I was
See,
like,
man, this,
I went through like 2.5
there's so much shit I
episodes.
seen get fucked up by a remake, but how you gonna fuck up Selena's ass?
No, that's the thing.
And homegirl even looked like
That's
Selena.
the only reason I'm here.
Hey, yo, facts, I have not
I
even
can't sing
seen
a
the
single
cover
song.
on Netflix. I know nothing of this. I know it exists, but I know nothing of it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, when you're going through your Netflix and shit, I literally type my shit in to avoid so much fuckery.
Yeah.
All the recommendations.
Yeah,
the
fuck out of here with all that shit.
Number
You know what I'm
one in
saying?
the
You
nation.
might like some assless Selena.
IP Man
No.
1 through 4
No, I
and
don't.
cooking
No, I
shit.
don't.
I really
it's
don't.
because it's too
Like-
flat. It's not even like assless. It's just gone.
Like
Pockets.
concave, like a
and I
skateboard.
don't. See, now I'm gonna
All
sound like I'm
pockets,
shaming
all
women,
back
but I'm
pockets.
not. I'm just
You're
talking
not.
about like.
Ironing board?
I'm speaking as an artist. If you're gonna mimic somebody's life, let it look like that person.
That's like me being Ali in a movie. Come on. Like, you fucking feel me? That shit's not right.
king of
Fuck y'all
Sting.
for that. I'm mad. Nah,
I
that's
can't deal
whack.
with you right now, yo.
That's like Shaq playing me in a movie.
Thank you.
Doesn't fly.
That's crazy, man.
when we did the video and it was Javi and King Magnetic.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that
That
was
shit was
God.
hilarious.
That
There's a
was dope.
picture on Instagram.
Yo, can we call them the Twin Towers? Yo, come on.
What you call me, his stunt devil?
Yeah, I called him his stunt double. I was like, yo, all right, Matt,
Yo.
we're going to get Javi in there to do the explosion scene. Let's swap this out
Yo,
real
yo,
quick.
yo, that one that you did the
Oh,
other day of
man.
me and Mondo, though, in the
shit
bucket
was
hat, that
dope.
shit was legendary.
I miss Mondo.
Yo, we
Or
gotta
this-
get
this
me and
Mondo.
No, this
I got
Mondo.
This Mondo. There's two Mondos.
Oh, you mean Mondo the DJ?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man, that's the
Shout out.
homie.
I'm gonna see him later,
Yo,
That's the
hopefully.
homie, right?
Yeah, shout out to my boy Mondo, man.
Damn.
Nothing but love.
Good times.
Crew shit. That's crew shit.
Yo, that's almost like the MC8 jig.
Yeah, it
I'll,
is.
I'll write some shit and it's just like crew shit. Yeah, like I didn't get an answer.
Yeah.
I didn't get any. I just got crew
Crew
shit.
shit.
All right then. Well, it sounds like he's on board. Fuck.
Yeah, or what's the other one? Wow. He'll always tag me some wild ass shit. He'll send me on Instagram and shit. Funny ass shit too, man. This fool's ridiculous.
Damn. That's
So-
fucking nuts.
You told him nanlib.com, right, to get everything.
Nanlib.com to get everything, including my mix that's coming up. Coldest Winter. It will have a mix of funk, some classics, and some movie cuts that I'm pretty sure you'll be interested in.
That's what's up.
Dope.
And spell that out for the ignorant, please.
Nanlib.com.
Not DOT. C-O-M.
It's the little dot,
There's a,
literally, you put a
little
dot,
period looking
C-O-M.
thing. But yeah,
C-O-M.
yo, that's another one.
Hopefully it'll be .gov at some point because this girl's an institution.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and on that
We
note,
thank you, Nan.
Yeah, thanks
very
again.
much for coming through, girl.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much,
Oh,
man. I love
Yeah,
y'all
yeah, we
very
hope to
much.
have you
I love all
again.
of you who are watching and actually tuned in to watch my
That's
ass.
right.
Thank you.
Hey,
nothing but love. Let's get out of here, Mondo. I gotta pee.
Okay.
I need to change my
let's,
clothes.
else
let's,
has
let's
to
turn
pee?
these mics off. We'll just keep it. We're gonna keep going for a little bit after? Or?